To lift heavy weights smoothly and efficiently, it's all about the warm-up. And in today's video, we're going to show you the best warm-up, and it only takes 15 minutes. I'm Drew Dillon from Project Lift, and let's dive right in to these movements. We're going to put it on a clock. The first movement that we're going to do is a dragon plus thread the needle. And what this is going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to get into the hip and into the upper back in one fell swoop. So this is going to save us some time. Let's put a clock on the counter and we're going to go for 2 minutes. I'm not going to force you to watch it for 2 minutes, but I'm going to have you aim for 2 minutes here and let yourself have a minute each side. Focus on your breathing. Allow yourself to breathe as you're lacing that arm through. Allow yourself to exhale as you come back through and reach towards the sky. If you tune this up with your breathing, you'll notice it affects your mobility in a very positive way. So if you're holding your breath, your muscles are going to stay tight. The second movement is we're going to be in a low squat with a thoracic reach, which is going to have us down into a deep squat. And from this position, you're going to reach one arm up as you allow that upper body to twist and rotate a little bit. You can even use the other elbow to push against the inside of that knee as you reach up. But again, remember, we're getting blood flowing. This is a warm-up, so let this movement be smooth and in sync with your breath. Notice how you start to open up more and more with each rep. And that's what I'd encourage you to do versus wanting to come right out of the gate, wanting to force it in the first few reps. Allow yourself again on the clock, 2 minutes, a minute each side. Tune it in with your breath. Allow yourself to reach a little further on each rep, and we're getting blood flowing, we're getting things moving. All right, so if you're keeping track of our time, we're 4 minutes in, and now we're gonna go over to the barbell. Now, as we're warming up the barbell, we wanna start off with more static and slow movement with the barbell. So what I'm going to have you do first is this is going to repeat a little bit of our deep squat with thoracic reach. Is I'm going to have you go into a deep squat, and I want you to place that bar on top of your knees and allow yourself just to move side to side, shifting, letting your weight go forward in the sense of pushing that knee over the toe while keeping your foot flat. We're going to get into the ankles here, but we're just allowing ourselves to move smoothly with the bar here. Again, let's go for 1 minute with the bar on top of that knee. This is bringing us to about 5 minutes in. Once we've done with that, let's stand up with the barbell. And now this is where it can interchange a little bit, but if we're warming up for the snatch, which let's say we are, we're going to take that barbell and just lift it overhead. And once we have it overhead, we're going to start to lower it down towards our shoulder in a back rack, still with our hands in that snatch grip. We're going to drive it overhead. Let's do some behind the neck snatch grip presses here, and just nice and smooth. Let yourself get a few in. Let this part maybe take 30 seconds to a minute, right? So again, now we're close to 6 minutes. We're going to bring that bar back down into our hip. We still have the snatch grip, and here now we've gone through some slower static movement. We're going to start to bring it towards dynamic. That's what we want to do with the barbell warm-up, is we want to start static and move towards dynamic, listening to our body throughout the process. But I know we've put ourselves on a clock here, so we're at 6 minutes. What I want you to do now is we're going to do a muscle version of the snatch, and we're going to just lift with our arms, taking that bar from our hip all the way overhead, turn over and stretch, bring it back down. As you do a couple, bring your legs into this. Start to push through the foot to time up, pulling the bar off the hip and bringing it overhead. Let's do this for a minute. So another minute here, and what I'm going to have you do at this point is set the bar down and walk away. Kid you not, we're going to do another minute. Now we're at 8 minutes total. Okay, so we're at 8 minutes. You've walked away from the barbell, giving yourself a minute. Now you're going to reapproach that barbell, and now we're going to bring it back up to that hip. And instead of muscle, we're going to unlock into a power position. And now I want you to drive through the foot as you allow yourself to change direction for a power version of this barbell warm-up. So now we're popping the bar up at the hip, turning it over and receiving nice and smooth. Let's do this for a minute to 2 minutes. So now we're coming up on that 10-minute mark. Put the barbell down, walk away. Give yourself a minute. We are now at 11 minutes. So what are we going to do with these remaining 4? I want you now to pick that barbell back up. We're going to take it to above the knee, and we're going to go from above the knee overhead into a power while we ride it down into the hole, right? Again, let yourself be smooth. Feel where your balance is. Find your rhythm and timing off that hip. Okay, we got 2 minutes here. So we're going to go ahead and do 2 minutes worth of allowing ourselves to move in that flow. Set the barbell down, 30 seconds, step back, shake your arms, step back up, lift that barbell, and now take that same thing down below the knee. Just let yourself sit into that a little bit more, and then go ahead and allow yourself to move through the movement, coming off that hip, taking it overhead for the snatch. Now here's the kicker. This can easily be modified for the clean. Just in clean and jerk, just instead of going overhead for the snatch, we're going to take it to the shoulder. And of course, when we were doing those presses at the beginning, we're going to press overhead with a narrow grip for the jerk. So that's how we can easily modify this for either lift. So remember, here's the kicker. World-class weightlifters are able to make the bar look like their heaviest lifts. And using a warm-up, this quick 15-minute one, is going to help you tune in, connect with the barbell, find your rhythm and timing, which is going to pay huge as the weight gets heavier. This process is influencing the nervous system, so it allows yourself to tune it in to be able to fire quickly and crisply. Now, again, if this video's helped you, make sure you check out our free guide, How to Improve Weightlifting Now. So it's free. It'll give you some awesome tips in addition to this video. Check it out. Hope it supports you. If this video has helped you, smash that thumbs up button. Make sure you share it forward, send it to a friend, and subscribe. New videos are coming each week.